Coming here to Bountiful is not an easy thing. This best candidate for Nephi's Bountiful in Oman, one of the things we deal with is heat.
In fact, I want you to know that I am not sweating, I am glistening right now.
And she is glistening beautifully. And the temperature soars every day over 100 degrees. But we came here specifically in this, the hottest month, the hottest few weeks of the year, because the vegetation burns back and we can see the archaeological evidences more clearly. But we're sitting in a very significant spot.
Yes, it's significant because 22 years ago when we came to first photograph this area, at the end of our time we came under this overhang.
Right to this
place, and we began to read First Nephi. We thought that would be a significant thing to do, and all of a sudden we began to feel these little prickly things on our legs.
But remember, we were reading First Nephi, those first 18 chapters, because we wanted to get the full experience.
And we got the full experience because what the little prickly things on our legs were ticks. And we looked down and there were ticks embedded all up and down our legs. I finally had, I think, 119. But you
and I had 137 bites.
It was the most tremendously awful moment of my life. So we looked down and we began to take these ticks off our legs one by one. And finally, we got up and we ran down to the ocean so we could have the salt water bathe our legs.
So here it was about 115 to 120 degrees. We were covered with ticks. We were waiting for the young boys to come back and pick us up. It was just miserable. We had guzzled through all of our water.
We had no more water. And I actually started to cry. And then Scott said something unbelievable.
I said something any man would say, and that is it something I said?
And I said, that is the most egocentric thing anyone has ever said to me. Is it something I said? So anyway, we have fond memories of this place. But now we're back with an archaeological team and a geologist and many people who are exploring the caves. We're here trying to take a very thorough look at this area, and it's still hard.
It is hard. In fact, you can see I have a Camelback on with 3 liters of water, and I go through that. In fact, yesterday I figured I drank 13.5 pounds of water in the day, and it was amazing, and I still was thirsty when I went to bed.
Well, and when you went to bed, we went off and we saw little sets of eyes, little sparkling eyes when we shone our flashlight on it in the tree. And that's not the only night we've seen these sparkling eyes. The first night and the second night we saw them too.
Well, and this area is one of the few areas left in Arabia where the Arabian leopard is extant. And so we just talked to a British man yesterday who has said that he has been following these leopards for the last 12 years. And I said, well, we've been seeing one almost every night at the spring. And he was really upset because he says he's only caught them in camera traps, but he's never seen one personally.
So that means every time we go to get a drink of water, we're seeing an Arabian leopard at night. I tell you, that really makes you not so thirsty anymore.
Well, and that's kind of the way it is here at Nephi's Bountiful in southern Oman.